Solutions Review is on location at Boomi World in Las Vegas. Brought to you by Dell Boomi.
We are here at Boomi World 2018 in Las Vegas, and we are joined by a customer at this customer conference. That's Peter De Lange, CEO of digitalAngel, which is an interesting customer because you're a startup in the healthcare industry in Holland,
right. Yep.
the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And you've actually embedded Boomi into your solution right from the get-go. So a greenfield opportunity,
Yeah.
you went with them straight away.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about how you came to that decision.
Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me to this interview. And what we've done in the beginning was, if the big question was, are we able to connect smart healthcare products to the internet? That was the basic. And we thought about that, and during that process, if you are thinking about data and what you can do with data, there are a lot of things possible with that. That's one thing. The other thing is, if we want to have or create a platform, it must be full flexible. So we must be able to connect not only to all kinds of products, but also to different other platforms, like electronic health records platforms. So you have different available from that, or of that. Yeah.
Well, and you really have no choice but to have a strong connector capability, given
Exactly.
all of the legacy applications and other
Yeah.
applications that might be
True.
being used within hospitals or healthcare organizations.
Yeah, that's right. And next to that, if you look at the healthcare markets, especially in Europe, manufacturers of scooters, of wheelchairs, a bit old-fashioned. So we must be able to connect and help them connecting those products. So that's one of the reasons why we chose Boomi, because it's very easy to do. So the onboarding process of a product is very easy and within a short time to realize.
Well, and so there's a tremendous opportunity there for you, obviously. I
Yeah.
mean, that's why you're starting a company. Talk a little bit about that. I mean, healthcare is healthcare and integration platforms as a service really brings in all kinds of challenges, not only with the myriad applications, but also some of the compliance and regulation issues.
True. So as a platform, you have to be a medical device. It's similar as the FDA approval here in the United States. So we are an official medical device, one of the first in worldwide. And next to that, you have to comply to GDPR. So that's the other thing we have to comply to. So encrypted data, no personal data available for us, but available for the caregivers itself. Because you have to imagine that each and every product, each and every data string is connected to a caregiver, but also to the patient. So the complete string is there and available to see. And so that's one thing we have created in the platform. The next thing is if you look at the development of our products, the digital products, one of them is the user interface. And the user interface is developed together with the healthcare institutions themselves, because they don't know how to work with this product. So what works for them? And so that's one step. On the other hand, if you look at healthcare nowadays in the Netherlands, they are using a lot of different IoT products, different apps. The average is 165 apps they are using. So are we able to connect all those products into one platform and to translate all the information they need into one user interface and be able to connect the products to each other?
So I'm curious, as somebody who's gone through a selection process, but also as somebody who's well aware of the capabilities of an iPaaS, what piece of advice would you provide to somebody who's considering iPaaS solutions, might have Boomi in the mix?
Start with Boomi, that's one.
They'll appreciate that piece of advice.
Yeah. Next to that, you must have focus. because if you are thinking about, for example, where we did start was, if you want to do something in healthcare, where do you start? With what product? With how are we going to connect? Which product are we connecting? There are a lot of questions you must answer to make your development or to create your development. So what we've done is did a lot of research. Where are the needs in the healthcare market? Because the patient is the most important thing in the healthcare. The funny thing is, when we started it, we spoke with a lot of care institutions, and one of the first questions they always ask, who's going to pay for this? So, okay, that's strange. Normally, in a normal consumer market, what are the needs of the customer? That's the first question there. So maybe we have to get that question into the healthcare market. And that's where we started it. So knowing all the needs in the care market, we could create products. Next to that, we also know which syndromes are there in the world. So which top 10 syndromes are there, and can we translate into products that are being used in healthcare? And that's the first product came up. Doing that selection, and that was the smart mattress, and that's one of the products within the concept of sleeping. So we created sleeping as a concept because that's a need of each and every person. So you need a mattress, you need a bed, you need a pillow, a mattress cover, bed sheets, etc. So we're searching for manufacturers that have created smart mattresses, beds, bed sheets, pillows, etc. And these are products that are already connected to our platform.
Well, I think it's a very fascinating area. Certainly, the idea of using data to improve patient care is what we're all trying to ultimately accomplish.
Yeah.
That's a great use of data.
Yeah.
And even with all the constraints and the challenges that's faced, it's worthy of the effort. So thanks for swinging by and sharing that story
problem.
with us. It's fascinating.
Yeah, thank you for the invitation and looking at what you can achieve with for us simple digital products in practice. Can I give an example?
Yeah.
Yeah. When we started it with the mattress live with some care institutions, we saw there's a protocol there, and the protocol says if a person is is suffering from pressure sores, for example, that person has to turn each and every 3 hours. So if you have 100 inhabitants in a care home, you have to turn each and every patient every 3 hours. By using those smart products, we saw that 30 to 50% of the patients turned around themselves.
Oh, interesting.
So you can do your calculation on that. So what does that mean?
Well, and it's also it's automated, I'm assuming. So then there's not as much need for
turning,
the actual
and you prevent
physical.
Exactly, and you prevent the chance on pressure sores.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's one of the many examples we have already.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Well, good luck.
Thank you very much, and again, thanks for inviting me.
You bet. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Alrighty.